The least you can do is send me a cent and give me a heart me. Do you know what I mean? That you know what I mean? Give me a cent, dude. Just give me a cent. You know what I mean? I think we need a chair. It's coming. It's coming. I'm Envy. I'm gonna go into buy a chair. I need a chair. I do need a chair. Okay. So this shot, I want this to be here, and I actually have a third camera that I don't know where I want to do with it. I was thinking about putting it behind me so that you guys could like see me, which would be kind of cool. I was thinking about that. But this one, okay, so this one, I want AI tracking on me, on my head. I want this to be like the shorts, like, are you serious? What is going on shot? You know what I mean? Like, what in the hell? And then I can go back to, okay, so that would be the react shot. And that would be OBS scene. Boom, 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 boom. Face. I'm like, give me some face. The Rock is streaming. The Rock, man, that's a classic Nick Cage movie. And then the other scene here, this will be kind of like the live shot. Boom. And that's this. Boom. So it'd be like, are you out of your mind, right? Right? And then this guy was, we're doing that. Right? I like it. I like having this portrait mode here. Dude, that's Can what be smaller? Can what be smaller? What do you want me to make smaller? Where did you purchase the big flat screen? Dude, it was like under $200 on Amazon. It was like crazy. It's like crazy cheap, dude. Dave Rubin, Jubilee surrounded. I don't know what she's saying. I don't know if it's like a joke thing. Yo, Dave, how's it going? And then this. And then boom. Boom. Yeah, I don't know what that is. Oh man. Let's see. Oh, dude. Jubilee is actually really hard for this type of stuff. That's right. They're super hard about React content. Okay, well, we have this. Whoops. What, Shorty? I have no idea what you're talking about. What happened? Oh, thank you, Atomic. Thank you. Appreciate that, brother. Thank you. I don't even know who you are. I didn't see your request. I'm trying to do like stream development. Yes, Shorty. I changed. If you're talking about my daughter, I did. I did change my daughter's sheets. Yes. 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 I said it multiple times. I don't know. I don't know. Like if you're. That's why I didn't know if you were joking or not. Okay. Well, I guess we can try. We can try. Nico, I don't know. That's a good question, man. Yeah, I just work out and um, I protein 1, fiber 2, and that's it. That's basically it. Dude, there's been so many good, like between EDC and like a bunch of these guys, the whole trend of like having high quality concert videos and high quality audio from concerts after the fact with like EDC, Coachella, all that kind of stuff. I will never stop being absolutely amazed by that. It is so freaking rad, man. I absolutely love it. It's like such a cool thing, man. You really like the access to these bands, you know, like it's so rad, man. Why won't that stop playing? That's so annoying. What's your life goal? What do you mean? I started in videography of DJ bands. Oh, nice. Very cool. Okay. Do. Trying to think about things. Let's see if I can find anything. Volumes 3-6 Mafia, yeah, for sure. I've heard of. Thank you for the gifts, guys. Thank you. Volumes, man, I want to say I've heard of them, but I'm not 100% sure. Maybe I'm thinking about intervals. Dude, there's been some massive wedge lately. It's been crazy. The wedge has been going off, man. The wedge is like a notorious.
Wow. Is it this
What?
real? What size is that? What size is that? 9/8.
9/8 for the
good.
wedge? Oh my gosh, dude, that's insane, dude. That's actually wild. Yeah, it's been crazy big going.
You got a berm.
Good luck.
Wow,
No, you good luck.
that's crazy. That
Not
means that
me. You. You good luck. Wow.
oh, nice. These guys are just. It's crazy because how shallow this is. Like the wedge is so shallow, so it's really intense. Like basically the wedge is surfed pretty much exclusively by body and bodyboarders and body surfers. So bodyboarders, so that if they have a board, they're bodyboarding. Body surfing, they just have their body. And hi, thank you for the gifts. Surfing doesn't usually happen here just because. And if it does, like you just make the drop and that's it. You're not actually riding a wave. It's all about the wedge is all about this wild mix of a swell and it peaks and then it breaks and then that's it. So that's what people are like surfing here.
Whoa.
Whoa, jeez. That's gigantic. Oh, you almost got in on that shoulder.
Jeez.
Look at that shoulder. That's crazy. That's crazy, man. Oh, he made it! Oh, that's sick. That's sick. Yeah, I see how the wave doesn't really have a shoulder that you can like ride for that long, but yeah, it's pretty gnarly. It's pretty cool. What? What is this? Star Fox? They're redoing Star Fox for Switch 2? That's rad. I have like all this music, all these videos and stuff. Like, I have all these videos of like music and stuff. I don't have like React content like coming down my thing yet right now. Doot. Oh, nice. Yeah, Dana Point's amazing. I spent a lot of time there. What, sweetheart? Yeah, sweetie. Oh, I'm sorry, sweetie. Okay, we're just gonna need. I'm gonna need. Yeah. Okay. 1 second, guys. Thanks for sticking around, guys. Sorry about that. Okay. Oh, you know what I could do? You know what we could do? This would be a fun debate. This is a fun reacting to my own debate against Haas. I was thinking about doing this for a while. Okay. All right. All right, guys. Thank you for being here. We are going to react to my old Okay. I wonder where the new RFK podcast is. Does anyone know? Can I tell you anything about viroids? No. I have no idea about viroids. The Secretary Kennedy podcast. Oh my God. I know. Honestly, the sound quality is so bad from his stuff that I genuinely, um, oh my gosh, guys. I don't even know if like ethically that we should be even like following or um covering this stuff. I mean, look at these titles and stuff. I don't even know if we should. Biohacking and the secret about biohacking, the war on microplastics, the you know what I mean? Like, is that what we want to? I don't even know if I should be doing that. When does he have the time to do this? Because he doesn't have a job. That's the crazy thing. He doesn't actually do his work. So he just, he is only focused on influencer world when he is literally charged with this stuff. And that's what's so dangerous about it, that he is so focused on the influencer world. He's not even doing HHS secretary stuff. That's the scary part. It's wild. Yeah, it's very dangerous. Before we start, guys, let me get a drink. Let me get some water real quick. All right. It's not. Oh yeah, dude, he's RFK's an awful human being. He just takes advantage of people and scenarios. He isn't a good person. He is an opportunist. So, yeah, he's genuinely a bad person. Okay, this update preset. Boom. Okay, and then this. Okay, this. Sorry, I'm trying to. I basically have redone a lot of my setup, trying to get everything working, and I am trying to bring like a higher production value to the kind of React style that does really well on YT, but also make it my own, if that makes any sense. So if you're not already, please subscribe to my YT on YouTube. I would love if you did. It would mean a lot to me. And yeah. Yeah, sure, there you go. He should be in prison. I mean, he's done so much harm for people that he's absolutely should be in prison. 100%, without a doubt. All right. Okay. All right, guys. All right, guys. So unfortunately, we have to deal with a huge amount of disinformation coming directly from our government. And right now, the disinformation is coming from DNI Director Tulsi Gabbard. In an effort to not be fired, she has put out some disinformation about lab leak, and now we have to deal with it specifically. It's embarrassing. It's going to hurt people, but here we go. And this is what it is. Today, I'm releasing never-before-seen intelligence revealing new evidence of past U.S. government funding for more than 120 biolabs in 30 countries, including Ukraine. Whoa! My God! No way! Not Ukraine! What a joke. In support of President Trump's executive order to end federal funding of dangerous gain-of-function ID and increase transparency and accountability, ODNI will continue working with partners across the administration to identify where these labs are, what pathogens they contain, and what research is being conducted. That's a good point, Nico. Did she retire? Did she resign? Serving as the 8th director of the DNI under the leadership of POTUS. Oh my gosh. And look at the top reply, the top reposts. Secretary Kennedy, thank you, Gabbard, for exposing U.S.-funded biolabs around the world. The American people deserve to know the truth. Oh, she's leaving her job this month, Helen says. Okay, that makes sense. All right, well, here we go. Here we go, guys. This is it.
Months of searching through intelligence community holdings and files, today I'm releasing new evidence of long-standing U.S. government funding of more than 120 biolabs in over 30 countries.
Good.
Now, these biolabs include labs in places like Ukraine, which could be...
Why are they constantly... Why is it always Ukraine? If it's on over 30 countries, why are they going towards Ukraine? I don't get it. Like what could they possibly... I mean, we kind of know, right? Let's ask Claude. Where is the USA funding gain of function research across the world? I mean, we should be. Exactly, Michael. Yeah, because they like Putin, and that has to be the reason why. I mean, right? I mean, there's no other reason. But let's see.
At risk of compromise due to the ongoing Russia-Ukraine war.
Yeah.
In fact, the intelligence community had previously warned that a U.S.-funded biolab in Ukraine likely housed dangerous pathogens and remained vulnerable to long-standing threats of Russian attack, seizure, or damage.
So let's just keep this clear. According to that, the U.S. shouldn't be funding gain-of-function research in Ukraine because it's susceptible to Russian invasion. So therefore, we can't do research in virology because Russia could invade it. Is that what she's talking about? Does that make any sense? I mean, like, what is the problem? Isn't the gain of function research, guys? Right? I mean, that's not what we're talking about. The problem is the gain of function research needs to be done. It's very important work that needs to be done. They're just talking fear mongering here, right? I mean, it's pretty obvious.
Now, until now, evidence regarding the full existence and funding of these laboratories had been knowingly withheld from you, the American people.
How is that true? How is she true? How is that true? Wouldn't the scientists know? Wouldn't like the grants be public? Why? I mean, the research is between countries, so they're going to be connected. It's not going to be a secret program. So how? Like, what is this?
Many of these U.S. government-funded biolabs are currently or have previously engaged in research using hazardous and highly contagious pathogens.
Guys, that is like everything. You know what I mean? That is so, like, what she's probably talking about is biosafety levels, high biosafety levels, which we all work with in research. Like, we all work with, BSL 2 and 3, especially if you're working with human or in pathogen related. I don't think they're BSL 4, Nico. I think BSL 4 is only a couple in the world. One of them being the Georgia CDC. Let's ask, where are BSL 4 level labs? And we have, I mean, look at what Claude is saying here. Where did the U.S. funded gain of function research historically take place? The most documented case is the NIH-funded routed through EcoHealth Alliance to the Wuhan Institute of Virology in China, which we have obviously known about. What is the current U.S. funding policy? As of now, this is the most clear-cut answer. On May 5th, 2025, executive order directed an end to federal funding for dangerous gain-of-function research conducted by foreign entities in countries of concern, China and Iran named explicitly, and in foreign countries lacking adequate oversight. NIH implemented this via notices halting acceptance of new applications. So the formal answer is, where is the funding? The policy intent is nowhere abroad in those categories. So we're still doing it, and we should be still doing it. It's incredibly important that, hey, what's up? How's it going, Dr. Unicorn? My bathroom. Yeah, my bathroom is BSL level 4. There you go. Where are level 4 labs? Global count of May 2025 study in the Journal of Public Health identified 110 BSL level 4 labs in 34 middle and high income countries. I was completely wrong. And with 46% located in the WHO Europe region. Note that counts vary by source and methodology. WHO reported 43 in 2018, while the global biolabs identified 69 planned, operational, or under construction labs. So they're actually everywhere. So basically, any of these labs, guys, any of these labs could be their danger zone that they're talking about. You know, that they're talking about. That's a good question, Shorty. What is gain of function? So gain of function. So there's two real definitions, colloquially and like what it is scientifically. In common parlance, in what we talk about, basically gain of function, what they ascribe to is basically the entire field of molecular biology. The entire field of molecular biology is giving a gain to an organism that it didn't have before. That is what they term it as gain of function. In the field of virology and basically it's more specific. So how nucleotides, not all mutations are equal, and they change. Some change the amino acids, some of them don't. Some of those amino acid changes are going to fundamentally alter the virus, and some of them aren't. Gain of function research messes with those little bits and pieces and basically creates a new viral strain that can be compared to the original, and they can see how the virus changes with those mutations. So it's incredibly important to understand in the population genetics aspect when we are surveying a large population of viruses to know whether or not some of them are dangerous or not. Some of those mutations that are inside the population, could they actually take over that would actually have like some huge detrimental impact to us as a whole. So it's incredibly important for us as scientists to be able to assess what mutations are and what the impact they're going to be. A good example of this is the hantavirus. So hantavirus is, we know through sequencing and previous research what types of mutations are going to lead to detrimental impacts and how those changes are going to yield a more deadly virus. We can see now through the New World Hanta outbreak that happened a month ago, we know that, and through the sequencing of those people, of the virus that was in them, we know that the sequences and the mutations that they have aren't dangerous and don't have pandemic potential because of previous research that was done, right? Without that research, without that bedrock of population genetics, we wouldn't know. We would be in the dark and we would say, is this about an outbreak pandemic potential? We don't know. But now we do have that knowledge. So it basically means like, how seriously should we take this outbreak? What should we do in response to positive cases? Vaccines, should we prepare for a pandemic? Should we prepare PPE, healthcare workers, hospitals, basically the cascade of what we do in preparation for a pandemic? Should we start that push? These are huge questions that are all answered by having this bedrock of research done. So when you have people like Tulsi Gabbard here saying that gain of function research is dangerous because we are working with dangerous pathogens. Well, she has no idea what she's talking about. We should be working with those dangerous pathogens so that we know that they're not more dangerous over time. That's the whole point, right? So she's talking nonsense. Nico, it's not rapidly evolving. No, the hantavirus is not, and the sequences that we know, you can blast the genome that we have that was sequenced, and we can compare, and the mutations are not scary. That's one of the reasons why we don't, and the WHO believes that it does not have pandemic potential. Yeah.
And in some cases included dangerous gain of function research with very little visibility or oversight. Now,
so, and let's be real, guys, the only reason that she's talking about this, she's trying to say wink, wink, lab leak. She's saying wink, wink, SARS-CoV-2 was lab leaked, and therefore that's why this is dangerous, right? I mean, that isn't that obvious, right? We know that's what she's trying to say here.
President Trump clearly understands the serious threat dangerous gain of function research poses to the American people. And this is why he took decisive action over a year ago. On May 25th, 2025, he signed an executive order to end federal funding of gain of function research around the world. Here at ODNI, I issued new guidance to the intelligence community directing increased collection on these laboratories and facilities overseas. And we're already seeing the results of this increased collection. We're learning new details, for example, on clinical trials that are underway at these facilities and that
wouldn't we have already known that they were ongoing because we were coordinating to know that they were happening? Like, we were already in connection with them to know that the gain of function research was going on. So we were in connection, and now she's saying we're finding out new things that they were going on. Like what? I don't understand. Yeah, we knew about it. We know about the research that is happening from those gain of function experiments are going to be known to the scientific community. We're already seeing this. Vicky, I'm here to say it's not right for you to be telling people what they should think or feel. Vicky, aren't you doing that to me right now? And I have an expertise in this knowledge, Vicky. So I do have knowledge that you do not have, that I can tell people, and I can inform people based off of what I know, based off of my expertise. And that's what's happening right now. And you are fear-mongering, telling people to watch documentaries as if that is somehow a replacement for education. And that's not right. So you're bad. You're a bad person, Vicky.
They're raising significant ethical, financial, and security concerns regarding the supposed public health initiatives and U.S. national security. Now, despite the obvious potential for catastrophic global impact that
wink, 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 wink. Isn't that what that's saying? Wink, wink. Lab leak, wink, 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 lab leak. That's exactly what she's saying, right? Darth Smack, yeah, the thing that has evidence that points to a zoonotic origin. Yeah, exactly. There is no scientific evidence to say that there was any type of lab leak. Zero. Like not a single piece of scientific evidence to say that that lab leak was correct. So it is what it is. Vicky, LOL, manipulate words and people. Vicky, these grifters and these snake oil salesmen are literally trying to fearmonger people and trying to stir emotions so that they can sell ivermectin boxes to you. Like, what are you talking about? They are literally manipulating and creating fear through conspiracy in order to manipulate people. You're just mad at me because I am calling them out. And you somehow revere these people that have no actual expertise in this area. So it's very sad. It's a very sad thing. Mr. Verzicki, Dr. Greg, love your work. If you don't mind, I would like to hear you chat with Forrest Valkyrie. Yeah, I mean, he's awesome. And Gutsick Gibbon, yeah. I would love to talk to them. They're awesome. Okay. Yeah, dude. I would love to talk to them on the line. Yeah, for sure.
Research on dangerous pathogens in biolabs can have. Politicians and so-called health professionals like Dr. Fauci, as well as entities within the Biden administration.
Fauci's back, guys. Fauci. Vicky, I don't even know who you are. Like, what are you talking about? I get excited. I don't even know who you are, Vicky.
Administration's national security team lied repeatedly to the American people about the existence of U.S. funded and supported biolabs.
Nobody was hiding it. We're proud of it. We're proud of the research that was done in the Wuhan Institute of Virology. We're proud of like how the population genetics that was done before and after the outbreak. We're proud of it. We're proud of the science that we do. So we're not hiding anything, I promise.
Not only did they lie, they threatened those who attempted to expose the truth.
Literally not.
So this release today breaks new ground, as the information surrounding the existence, history, locations, and funding of these U.S.-funded biolabs has been intentionally covered up by very powerful people
Literally
who
is the
falsely
opposite.
claimed that these biolabs didn't exist. Now, they accuse anyone who says otherwise to be foreign assets and traitors to America.
Isn't Tulsi Gabbard literally a foreign asset, a Russian asset that like spent like July 4th in Moscow? Isn't that what she does? Like, isn't that who she is? And she has all these like shady ties to Russia. Isn't that like, that's her, isn't that, she's literally that person, right? So she's talking about herself.
Now, Odie and I will continue working closely with partners across the U.S. government to identify exactly where these labs are and what pathogens they contain to end dangerous gain-of-function research that threatens the health and well-being of the American people and people around the world.
Oh my gosh. Man, Vicky, why are you asking them? You're the expert. Do you realize? Oh man, Vicky doesn't understand what sarcasm is. I feel so bad. They don't send their best, guys. They don't send their best. Do you know what I mean? Isn't she part of some weird cult thing? Yeah, she definitely is. I mean, Tulsi Gabbard is a useful idiot for Russian and foreign adversaries that are trying to dismantle the United States as a powerful entity in the world that combats and it's attacking the idea of American hegemony and the power of the United States in science. That's what she's attacking right now through this nonsense, right? It's obvious. Like there's no reason that the United States shouldn't be a leader in this space. We have been. We do good work. The only reason in order to try to disrupt it is if you have something to lose with science not being done. And you got to think about who is benefiting when science is not being done at a rigorous level. So that's what it is. That's what it is. Damn you losing respect. I would invite you, but you can't even talk about it because you're not invitable. Yeah, Vicky's not invitable either. Isn't it wild how all these people that are embarrassing themselves in chat like aren't capable of actually engaging in a conversation? Isn't that wild? Isn't that embarrassing? So, yeah. Okay, I want to yeah, she is a bot for real. Okay. Let's see here. I want a second camera view here. I wonder. Let's see. This. How about like Oh, Aaron Ra. Yeah, Mister. Yeah, I have heard of him. Of course. Yeah. Chase Martin Physics. Just found your page. I'm enjoying your content. Currently doing my PhD in theoretical physics and string theory. We are also dealing with the attacks from the right. The Weinstein lying to the Rogan's midwit. Oh my God, the Weinstein brothers are they are so embarrassing. Thank you for the kind words, man. I appreciate you. Mr. Verzuki. Also, Greg, have you met or heard of Aaron Ra? Yes, I have, and I would love to. Yeah, I'd love to do a live stream with him too. Yeah. I have honestly, yeah, I have no idea about string theory, Darth. Yeah, I'd be curious about that as well. Okay, Vicky, I think your ChatGPT is showing. Your ChatGPT is showing. Okay, I want to try here. Let's see. I want to get a second. Aaron. Okay, cool. Thank you. Thank you for letting me know. Aaron. Aaron, is that right? I'm saying Aaron. 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 Whoa, interesting. I love string theory questions. You're close. String theory describes 10 to the 500 universes. You're trying to find R's in that bunch. Whoa, interesting. Vicky, I never appreciate talking to you. Arn, like aren't without the nt. So R. R. Okay. Vicky, you're forgettable. I don't understand what you're saying. Like short memory. You're forgettable. You're not worth remembering. I don't understand. I don't know how to tell you. You're not a special person. Okay. That's the thing with MAGA is that they always think about they always think that they're making this huge contribution. They're this super unique thing that's never happened before. Nobody's seen the world like me. So I am this new huge unique snowflake that exists in the world. And I'm such a skeptic of everything, man. Like nobody, I don't believe anything. And they always think of themselves as bigger than everyone. So you have to. There's the narcissism, right? That they are constantly taking from Trump, where it's just everything has to revolve around me and my ideas, and it's bro, you're forgettable. Nobody cares about your thoughts. I don't know what to tell you. I'm sorry. You're not that person. You're whoever you think you are. You're not that person. Let's see this. I'm curious about this. Also, let's see here. Let's do this. Full side. Sorry guys, I'm just doing some like some slight sorry. Oh no. Oh, I know what I could do. I know. These people are so embarrassing, dude. It's so embarrassing. They're so embarrassing. Whoa. This. How about copy, paste. This one here, we will. I think it's like that's one of the big problems that we have with MAGA is that they don't understand. It's like deprogramming them because they feel like they don't need expertise, right? That's a huge problem that we have in this battle, is that they think that they don't need expertise and they don't need to be they're smarter than everyone else, right? And that's the big thing. It's like, no, dude, you're not that guy. You're really that embarrassing. And I think I like this so much. Oh no, guys, I'm in Australia. Okay, here we go. Sorry. We're doing some new stream tech here. Okay, we're doing some new things. Okay, we're really trying to do some fun stuff. Okay, all right, we're having fun. We're having fun. This is what fun is. Okay. Okay, and then this, I want to update this preset here. Okay, and then I want this. Because then I can have like, whoops, this, and then this, then this, and then like wacky, wavy, inflatable tube man. Fun is learning the cellular biology of herpes and papillomavirus. Oh my gosh, Desi, that was awesome. You were so good. I did not know about that. Like, and you were educating me. That was cool. That was rad. I loved that. I came in just as you were talking about it. That's really cool, Desi. I appreciate that. Yeah, Gabrielle is amazing too. She's an incredible scientist. So it is really cool to have it's a community filled with intellectuals, and I absolutely love going into that live. It's so much fun. Okay. Hey, Michelle. Okay, so this is my plan. I got this. Okay, we got this. We're having look at this. We got this. Okay, and then when fun, crazy things happen, I have a multi action. This, and then this will come up with a camera.
You're arguing that things economically were better under Joe
Okay, how about you guys? You guys want to just try this? You guys want? Jubilee is notoriously really bad with copyright, but hopefully, maybe we can watch this. I mean, maybe we can watch this. Hopefully, we can. Let me try. Dave Rubin. Dave Rubin. The ultimate grifter. The ultimate grifter. Darth Smack in YT chat, guys. Thank you for being in YT chat. I appreciate you so much. Are you familiar with Dr. Lee Cronin's work in assembly theory? No, I'm not. I don't know what that is. I'm curious though. Okay, so this is what I want. All right, so we're gonna do this. We're gonna do this. I want this camera is going to fly in side zoom. Okay. This copy in here. This. Okay. All right. Side zoom. Okay. And then the OBS scene for this is going to need to be this side, full side. Oh boy, this is going to be fun. I think it's going to work. Side zoom. Okay. And then okay, this is going to be here. Sorry, guys. It's like a little dev stream, a little fun time stream. We're hanging out. I'm trying to make really good, high quality YT videos now. Like really high production value that I can like really, because guys, you want to see something crazy? You want to see what's going on from my end? You want to see what's happening on my end, on my data analytics, the back end, the nuts and bolts, the dirty underwear, you know, of a YouTube creator right here. This is my data analytics. Okay, for my YouTube channel. Dude, check this out. The skitties. Guys, like, I don't know what's happening. I don't know who watched my show. Like, I think that there was like a React channel or something that did it. And now it is like, it's like hockey stick graph. Like I don't know, like what, it's like the most views I've ever gotten in my YouTube career ever. In the last, like, this is 3 days. Just hockey stick graph up. This is the actual debate. I got 3,000 views, and then now I've gotten 9,000, 10,000 in the last thing. Hey, Dr. Anthero, how's it going, man? Thank you. Yeah, and it's all the Kent Hovind reacts and stuff, which is awesome. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, what's up, man? Oh, nice. Family medicine physician. Nice, dude. I appreciate you. Thank you for being here. I'm a research scientist, and I battle conspiracy theorists and misinformation and that kind of stuff. So, and as a research scientist, one of the first things that people ask and constantly wonder about is the pandemic. So we deal a lot with like, and public health is like something that I personally like care a lot about. So that is how we exist in the world, in the space, as my content comes up doing a lot of that stuff. Keep up the great work. I'm trying to do the same with my content. Nice, dude. Thank you. I appreciate you. Thank you, man. I appreciate that a lot. Dude, the physician's doing amazing work with being transparent and open and honest about everything. Is like, it's such a breath of fresh air. It's so cool. It's so cool to see that. speaking of the bird flu, I don't know what's happening with the bird flu specifically right now. I don't know where it is. The problem is that we aren't doing a lot of the surveillance genetics that we normally would be doing. So I actually don't know what's happening, like legitimately. This, nice. Okay, and then this. Okay, this, and then this happens, something crazy, and then crazy react world. And then back, and then back, and then back. Oh my God. That worked well, right? Right? Dave Rubin said, what? I think that works. Does that work, guys? You think? What do you think? What do you think? I like it. Oh man, I love it. So funny. Oh, I did a lot of lives about the risks of zoonotic diseases and antibiotic resistance. Nice, dude. Thank you for doing that. That's awesome. Yeah, I think, Desi, I think like the big thing is that people didn't realize, or they didn't thought. The biggest thing that I get constantly is that people are like, oh, they think that for some reason, zoonotic spillover events are super rare, and they're not. You know what I mean? They're not at all. And how the reality is that they constantly are outbreaking, and we have to do some stuff in order to try to resist that. And how plant-based diets could help revolutionize how humans contract zoonotic disease. Desi, we were just talking about that last night, because I was talking about that specifically because we were talking about the screwworm thing. And I was talking about how, like, in the future, like there is zoonotic disease is anything like a zoonotic spillover event is basically anything that's coming from an animal to a human, which is how SARS-CoV-2 and all the other viruses, a lot of them come from reservoirs of animals that aren't humans. And I do think that we are going to have a moment. I don't know when, I don't know how, but I do think that there's going to be a moment when humans, like, there's too many diseases and pathogens for livestock, and we're going to move over to a cell cultured based meat alternative, just based off of engineering and efficiencies and that we can have through microbial bioreactors versus mammalian bioreactors. Because if you think about it, a cow is a bioreactor, right? It's growing cells, and scientists can grow cells as well in a fermenter, and all the same. So yeah, Desi, it is interesting that like the antibiotics are harder and harder to find. There was like a recent one. Was it the last couple of years or something? But yeah. I mean, it's very rare. I mean, there is. I do think that antibiotics is an interesting. Hopefully, something like with AI could come with. And help things like that, like proposing mechanisms that could be, used for antibiotics. But that's, I don't know. Yeah. I think, I do think that people just want meat, I think that it is a, that umami kind of like fate, that taste, that flavor profile. I think it's inevitable that people kind of want that type of flavor, I do. I don't know, but I think as scientists, like, we have to do whatever we can in order to give people an ethical, environmental, and culinary replacement, You know, I think that we have to make it as easy as possible for people to make that decision. You know, I really do. So I think that that's just inevitable. I'm very disconnected from another. Easy for me to be just stop. Yeah. Oh, cool, Desi. Nice. That's awesome. We could switch to eating bugs for protein. Yeah, Darth. Yeah, I mean the highest protein per block is actually worms, if I'm not mistaken. What's the highest amount of protein that can be made per square foot? What's the highest amount of protein that can be made per energy molecule into the vessel? Yeah, worms. I thought worms were the highest, and then yeah, I think, you know, exploring meat alternatives is inevitable and a good way for people to learn about it. I mean, you can add protein meal to kind of like as your protein shake, right? I mean, my protein shake could be from a lot of different types of protein sources. A lot of it is from milk. So yeah, that's Glacier. I'd heard worms, but I'm interested in seeing what Claude thinks. Yeah, the protein blocks is interesting. I mean, we're going to get to the point where the fillet is going to be very satiable. You know, we're going to 3D print the structure of a steak so that it's indistinguishable. It's not going to be that long until we do that. I think people overestimate the amount of protein they need to. Yeah, you're probably right. I think they also underestimate fiber, Desi, and like plant-based eating is just a good way of getting both of them. You know, spirulina. Yeah, that's an interesting question. One of my friends actually used to do. They actually used to do Chlamydomonas. I'm not vegetarian, but we are talking about the ethical and ways that we could use different types of proteins. This was a pioneering San Diego food company launches Too Good to Be True, which was basically one of my friends was the science officer here, and it was basically algae-based proteins that were made into dumplings, and people loved it. Like they sold out at Costco. They're awesome, but they went out of business. They sold to China, and that's it. Ripperino, that's it. Okay. I know. It's the problem is that they had to be frozen in order to be shipped, and then but they sold out at they sold out at Costco. They just never got to economy of scale. They basically never sold enough to be relevant economically, and yeah, it's really sad. It is really sad. It will be a massive cultural shift, but keeping 30 billion head of livestock is extremely difficult. I think, guys, the amount of money that we spent. I think you right now. I mean, right now the farm bill is more expensive. The farm bill is more expensive than the DoD budget. What's the price? I think I remember it's $950 billion. But then maybe that's over a 10-year period. The U.S. Farm Bill is historically a multi-year package rather than an annual bill. The 2026 Farm Bill was a 5-year. Okay. So, yeah. It's crazy expensive. Bugs are very healthy. Okay, so I wanted to see here. Let's see. Okay, so per square foot protein output, lamb is high, mycoprotein. Okay. Wow. Yeah, tofu, peas, these all have to spend a lot more land use, and the energy yield isn't that much. Oh, microprotein. The beef number is the headline. A beef herd needs 164 meters squared to yield 100 grams of protein, which works out to be roughly 0.0 grams of protein per square foot per year. The reason is trophic loss, covered below. Every meat alternative beats it, and the gap to plant-based substitutes is large. The medium plant-based substitute footprint is about 98% smaller than the beef herd and 89% smaller than the dairy herd beef per 100 grams of protein. Mycoprotein and cultivated meat compress further, but crucially by a different mechanism, which is where the second metric flips. I mean, so it's just the amount of land that they need and the protein that they yield is so much higher. So I guess interesting. I guess microprotein is the highest. Yeah. Yeah, the land use is gigantic. Look at that. Yeah, their land use is right here too. So it's very large. 163 meters squared per 100 grams of protein. Efficiency. Beef 3% of protein conversion efficiency, the lowest of any livestock category, against 31% of eggs, an 11-fold range. Another accounting puts beef at 3.8%. It's because basically the conversion from a herbivore to so photosynthesis, like the conversion is basically the energy from the sun to photosynthesis, and then photosynthesis to an herbivore. It's very inefficient going from an herbivore from a plant to a herbivore, because basically the proteins that is created there isn't assimilated to exactly to the proteins that are needed in the herbivore. So the point is that the energy conversion is bad. When you have a organism that's feeding on that, it's not going to be good. So and we are consuming the herbivore that is already a bad conversion. That's why the conversion efficiency. It's called primary, secondary, and tertiary conversions in ecological terms. And like primary producers are photosynthetic. Secondary are the ones that feed on the herbivores, and then tertiary is even worse, because not only do you have that second, basically as a predator of the herbivore, you're spending energy that isn't used at all. Like the wasted hunts. Like think of that as a predator that's going after an herbivore, or there could be wasted hunts, and there could be injuries. There could be tons of different ways that energy usage by the predator isn't efficient, and you get even more energy loss. So there's a lot that's kind of like what it is for this stuff. So that's interesting that the cultivated meat is 24% protein conversion of the energy. It's interesting that eggs is so high, 31%. Fungal microprotein highest since you eat the biomass directly with almost no trophic loss. So that's what I was talking about. Huh. Interesting. Why is beef so bad per square foot, but not uniquely bad per energy? This is the same trade-off from the last turn now visible on food form. A cow is a stack of inefficiencies. It runs on photosynthesis, 1 to 3% efficient, capturing sunlight into feed biomass, then loses 97% of that feed protein to its own metabolism, movement, inedible tissues before you get to steak. 2 lossy steps in series produce these 0.06 grams of feet squared per year figure, but the energy sources it wastes is free solar. So on a fossil energy basis, beef is bad but not catastrophic relative to its land footprint. Interesting. The alternatives win on area precisely by deleting the cow and often the field, skip the animal for plant-based microprotein, or skip both animal and photosynthesis, which is the gas fermented SCP. That collapses land use by 1 to 3 orders of magnitude. Yeah. So it's like, I mean, it's just crazy. It's just so good. Like all these alternatives just win by a mile. The onosynthesis, beef is the worst on land by a wide margin and among the worst on energy. Plant-based substitutes, soys and peas are the rare option that wins on both land and energy simultaneously because they keep photosynthesis in the loop while deleting the animal. Cultivated meat and microbial patties win extravagantly on land, but trade it for an energy bill that only pays off with decarbonized power. That makes sense because you have to make that product, and then you have to form that product into a patty that could use. That makes sense. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, there's lots of cool feed like alternatives. I think it's inevitable. I mean, this is where all the technology is going to be. You know what I mean? I don't think that it's going to be in the future. Like we're not going to be able to genetically engineer cows in order to fix any of these problems. You know what I mean? But we can engineer better fermenters, airlift reactors. We can genetically engineer microbes. We can we can also improve the processing, pre and post processing of the microbes itself. So like all of the technology, all of the power that we have in the sciences is all going to go towards these type of technologies. I don't see how the future is going to be. And on top of that, guys, I'm not even talking about climate change. All right, climate change increasing a bunch of, look at climate change. Looking at in terms of climate change increasing just the inhospitable nature of weather on a animal. But then you also have the increase in pathogens because now you don't have them capable of, they're basically growing further, longer, living longer. It's just, there's so many externalities as a farmer that you're going to have that's going to fold in on itself that people aren't going to be willing to take that gamble. It's just not, it doesn't make any sense. Yeah, Efon, they were talking about goat meat actually. Here, they had lamb. Yeah. Yeah, well, there's economic externalities, but then also like tons of ecological externalities too. So there, the environment is going to be inhospitable. So it's not just economic, but ecological, like the weather, pathogens, that kind of stuff. Chase, removing all energy steps between the sun and our use is literally how to go to the Kardashev scale. I don't know what that is. Let's see, what's the Kardashev scale? The Kardashev scale is a theoretical framework proposed by Soviet astronomer Kardashev in 1964. It proposed a civilization's level of technological advancements based entirely on the total amount of energy it is able to harness and utilize. That makes sense. Yeah, because you don't want all that waste. You don't want all that waste. That just makes sense. You know what I mean? You just don't want that waste. It's all about that waste. All about that waste. Thank you guys for being here. Appreciate you. All right. That's cool. I love it. I love it. Thank you for inspiring it. There you go. All right, guys. Let's see. I love talking about this stuff because it's like it's such a cool way that microbiology can impact and change our world, man. I really do think so, and it's not coming from Maha. It's not coming from Maha. Okay, Trump isn't doing this stuff. Trump isn't improving your life. Science is. Remember this. Elon is not improving your life. Science is. Okay, remember that. Remember that, guys. Okay. 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 Yes. Yeah. We have to have. That's the big thing, Glacier. Like, the problem is that we subsidize the meat and that farm life so much so that farmers go to it, right? And that's the problem. Like we need as a society to incentivize the new technologies and not just throw hundreds of billions of dollars at old dying technology that isn't going to improve our lives. You know what I mean? Okay. All right, guys. I like this. But can microbiology save Dave Rubin's lack of moral fortitude? No, I don't think so. I don't think that that's correct. Guys, Dave Rubin's wrong about a lot of different things, and he was confronted on Jubilee in the Surrounded. Please, Darwin in the sky. Please, Darwin, get me on this show. Get me on this show, okay? I am serious. Give me 20 climate deniers, anti-vaxxers, whatever, conspiracy believers. Please, Jubilee. Darwin alive. King of Saccharomyces cerevisiae. Mother of Chlamydomonas roundhardi. Please get me on Jubilee. Please. Guys. If you're not going to, I'm serious. If you don't want to wear a suit, don't wear a suit. Okay? And if you're going to, this is a costume this guy is wearing. He is not wearing a suit. Look at this. This is not tailored. Look where his shoulders are. Okay? It's slouching off. His shoulders are hitting here and here. Okay? And there's like 3 inches of fabric on either side. that goes off. If you're not going to go to a tailor, don't wear a suit. Don't do that. Okay? He's wearing a good tie. Okay? It's darker than his shirt, which is good. He's wearing a nice collar. Okay, that's good. I like it. He's wearing his tie at the right length. It's perfectly hitting the end of his ties, hitting in in the middle of his belt. Okay? This is but this completely dies when you don't get a good tailor. Please, every man needs a tailor. All right, please don't. Do you look disheveled, guys? It doesn't look good. It doesn't look good. Please, 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 guys, find a tailor, find a good tailor, and tailor your stuff. It makes such a big difference. It's the difference between, look at all this extra fabric. It's folding up mid bicep on him. It looks awful. Come on, man. Dr. Dino. Hey, man. Howdy. I just finished watching your debate with Hovind. You handled him extremely well. A+, definitely better than I did my first time with Kent. Dude, thank you so much. I appreciate you, brother. Thank you for saying that. Two, how can people afford a tailor when they can't even afford food? I mean, I agree with you. You shouldn't, but you should. What I'm saying is, if you're buying a suit, make sure that the tailor is a part of that suit cost. Otherwise, don't wear a suit.
Movement, the only answer to MAGA. I'm John Regalado, and from Jubilee Media, this is Surrounded. We're one brave soul.
Oh my gosh. And the sneakers, guys. Do not wear, again, if you're not going to be serious and this is a joke to you, don't wear sneakers like this. Okay. You can wear things that aren't literally like Kirkland tennis shoes. Okay. Like I have some like the, okay. This is a nice, all right. This is a nice shoe. It's a nice boot. Okay. It's a nice boot that goes with suits. Okay. Right. It'll actually go with, and you can dress up jeans. You can dress up, you can dress down dress up a blazer. Don't do this to yourself. Don't do this to yourself. If you're not gonna wear clothes that you're comfortable in. You know what I mean? Like if you are wearing sneakers like that with a suit, that shows to me that you're not comfortable in this outfit and this is a costume for you. Okay? Don't do that. Like wear clothes that you can own, that you can be confident in. Dress yourself. If you like, it just shows that this person is wearing a costume and he doesn't care about this. And he's trying to wear a costume, and fill this moment, but he's insecure with what he's wearing. So he's wearing tennis shoes with this. Like, come on, man. Like, come on. Like, guys, we have to do better. You know what I mean? Guys, we have to do better. Glacier, I love you. This is actually the best thing I've ever heard you say. Thank you. Agreed. Don't wear sneakers with a suit. Man in blue jeans, boots, and a suit jacket is hot. Yes, too. Exactly. No, and this is something that a lot of people don't realize. Like this guy shouldn't be wearing a suit, right? He's not comfortable in this. Like wear jeans that he's comfortable in, right? Wear sneakers that he's comfortable in. Wear just wear a suit jacket. No, not even a suit jacket. Wear a blazer. Okay. Okay. So, I'm serious. Look at me. I'm serious here. What is the difference between a blazer and a suit jacket? Okay. Yeah. He's right here. Okay. A blazer is non-matching pants. Okay. Suits are matching tops and bottoms. Okay. So this is a suit, right? Because this gray material is his pants and his suit. Okay. This, okay. This is a blazer that I have. Okay. This is a blazer that I have. I don't have anything that I use. I don't have the matching bottoms to this, right? But you can wear this with jeans, right? If you wanted to. This is too similar. I don't think this actually looks that good. But you could, right? Jeans, blazer. Like this is good. Don't try to reinvent the wheel here, guys. Don't try to reinvent the wheel. It's really important. Wear clothes that you're comfortable in and add on to it. Add on to something that makes you comfortable, and then add on something else. So add a blazer onto a shirt you're comfortable in, or pants that you're comfortable in. It's really important. It's really important. Okay. Okay. And why do we do this? Why do I talk about this? I'm really serious about this stuff. I know it's weird. It's respectful. Okay? It's respectful to the people that you're with, the people that you're going on dates with, right? It shows that you care, that you're trying to make yourself look better, that you care about being there, that you're, you want to make it look like you want to be at the place that you are going to. That's why it's important. You want to make it look like, hey, I want to be seen in public with my date, with the person that I am there for. And how many times I've gone somewhere and they have been like, why are you all dressed up? Where are you going from? And I'm like, here. I dressed up to go here. And they're like, oh wow. Like now, and you know what it is? You know what it is, guys? I mean, if you want to think about it selfishly, you're basically using that first look, that first impact of how someone first remembers you. One, they're going to remember your name. They're going to remember who you are. If you have a good first impression, they're going to remember you for sure. And then two, you're basically stealing that first impression as a way to think positively of you. That's the thing. Like, that's what they are going to remember you as. And you're using that first impression as a positive impact into your brain. So that's the awesome thing about dressing nicely and dressing up when you go out, is that you make a good first impression and people remember you in a good way. It's very important. I'll use this advice for job interviews. Yes, good, man. Exactly. I got to find a new dress shirt for my streams. Been working out a ton lately and my arms getting too nice, dude. That's a good one. What about women? How should they dress? Too, that's not my place. I don't advise the women on their fashion because I'm not a woman. But I think that men, by seeing social media posts that are so toxically drummed down about fashion and male fashion, like, I think that's the reason why you see guys just now putting in no effort because they see like, oh, you know, if Mark Zuckerberg is out there, you know, like with a hoodie, then I can go anywhere and I'm a billionaire without a hoodie and I can do that, right? It's like, no, dude, no. You look like an idiot. Like you just look like, what are you doing? Just because Zuckerberg wears a hoodie everywhere he goes doesn't mean that you should. What are you talking about? You know? So I think it's yeah. Yeah. So anyway, look, guys, look the part. Look, dress up. Wear things that you're comfortable with. Really important. You know what I mean? Helen, yeah. Helen, we wear whatever we want. Yes, dude. I think that is okay. That is the big thing, right? That is the big thing. Women's fashion is informed by a lot of different inputs, right? Women have inspiration from a lot of different sources, so they normally have a range of different ways that they can go. Men, for better or worse, our fashion is basically been informed by military dress codes. That's just what it is. Like the suit, the you know how things like fit, the pads and the shoulders, the lapels, the collars. All that stuff has been inspired by military dress for a really long time. Okay, so what does that mean? That means that very basic men's fashion is very easy to get correct, and you should nail that. You should nail basic men's fashion because it's so easy. And then once you nail basic men's fashion, branch out to different things, you know, but it should be very easy to get a tailored pants, tailored blazer that you can put on and then put on underneath, you know, a white collared shirt that you find, a colored t-shirt that fits well, that's underneath that. Like you can do this really easily and build out a very basic men's fashion outfit with very minimal effort, very minimal, and probably in like 5 pieces of garb, you know, I would say that would that you could go out to the grocery store, go to, you know, class, go to job interviews, go on a date. Those are like 4 spots that you could fit with like 5 or 6 pieces of clothing. I'm not joking. Really isn't that hard. Like, you know, it doesn't take much. It really doesn't take much. So that's what I'm saying. When guys just look disheveled and they don't look, it's embarrassing. It's just embarrassing. So, I don't really give a shit about clothes. I respect that. Okay. But think about, you don't care, but other people's perception of you matters. If you want to be taken seriously and you want people to listen to you, take it a little bit seriously one time and make some connections. You'll feel better and you'll look better and you'll get a good reaction and people will remember you. You'll make an impact where you go, and then it'll kind of snowball into it. So that's what I mean. So, okay, guys. Okay. As I say this with a there's a graphic tee wearing workout shorts. Okay. But okay. You can look at other clips. I'm normally more well dressed than this. But I actually didn't mean to like do actual content right now, but I'm doing it and we're having fun with it. So that's what's going on. You have to be obscenely brilliant to dress like trash and be taken seriously. Chances are you aren't. Yes, exactly, Chase. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. My issue with fashion is that I'm actively working on losing weight. So even if I put together the perfect outfit for myself, it'll look like a circus tent in a year. So 2 options. Okay, first off, you're killing it. You're doing the right thing by losing weight. And this is where I was. Okay, I had my weight went up from 160 to 240 at the end of grad school, and I was morbidly obese. Okay, 5'8", 240 is where nobody wants to be. And I was wearing like muumuus, like XXLs. Didn't feel good, didn't look good, didn't want to care how I was looking, wearing black every day because I wanted to hide my weight and that kind of thing. Do you want to wear clothes that you're comfortable in first off? Okay. 2, when you do make a change in your outfit and things aren't looking well, and they're looking really baggy, they're feeling really baggy, do whatever you can to update your outfit. Whatever you can, because your confidence is going to change, how you look yourself is going to change, how people perceive you is going to change. And think of it as not, oh my God, I have to rebuy my outfit. Think of it as you are rewarding yourself right now. You are rewarding yourself for a job well done, and you're going from XXL to XL. You know, that's awesome. That is a cool thing to do, to have. You know, don't throw away your clothes just in case your weight does go up a little bit and you don't feel like conscious or something. You know, you know what I mean. So, you know, don't do that. But I'm just saying, like, reward yourself. You're doing awesome. You're losing weight. Reward yourself by buying some clothes. You know, if you can't afford to, you know, buy these clothes, go to a thrift store. Guys, every single time that I have bought a relatively high, like, priced t-shirt or something like that, you know, I've never gotten complimented on it, ever. Ever. But when I go to a thrift store and I buy something there for a tenth of the cost of a normal t-shirt, I get comments every time. That thrift stores are amazing for that. They are. You can get things that people never really wore, and you can get things that are N of one, super unique, and things that you are in that store really crafting your own image. You're crafting and figuring out how you want to look and how you want to be portrayed. So it's really like a blank canvas. It's actually way more fun in that fact that you can actually you can bring things together. And this is the other thing, when you're thrift shopping, okay, don't buy things unless you love it. Okay? Do not buy things just to buy things and be like, oh, this looks okay. Like, no. Only buy something at a thrift store if you love it. That's it. Don't think, oh, it's a thrift store item, so it's super cheap, so I can buy it. No, because what's going to happen is that you're going to have 10 things in your closet that's from a thrift store that you're not going to like want to buy or want to wear. So you've just wasted that money. So it doesn't make any sense. You just wasted money. So buy things that you love at a thrift store that are worth that, and you will get comments. You will get comments from a lot more people from it. Absolutely. So, okay. All right. Thank you. I do think that, okay, I appreciate that. I'm starting a bit higher than you were, but I'm losing a steady 2 pounds per week since February. Nice, dude. Already had to buy some new belts. Nice, dude. I had to bore out my belt a couple times, because of it. So, yeah, because of that, I actually have. This is it right here. I had to this hole right here. I was like, this one right here. I was literally like, I had to like go somewhere like that day. And I was literally in the kitchen with like a not so sharp scissors trying to like make my pants fit. Just like then so if you can get your get a drill and just drill it up. That's the better way to do it. But yeah, drill out your belts. It's a good problem to have, man. It's a good problem to have. But I do think I think it's a good way. It's, you know, men's fashion is a good way to make yourself feel better, and for it's a good way to make yourself feel better, for people to feel better about you, to make people want to be around you more. And guys, for the love of God, take showers, bathe regularly, wear deodorant. Okay, that is, please, seriously, I'm not kidding. Please. Hopefully we're talking about that, and we're talking about fashion already, and please, I'm telling you, like, I hope that's already a thing, but sometimes that isn't a thing, but please. So clean your hair. Exactly. Shampoo, conditioner, make sure you're really getting to the base of the hair, you know, going all the way in there, please. So then I'm telling you, this is the pro male masculinity arc that we need, guys. This is the red pill content that we actually need. Have you worked with people who that's a problem with? Yes, I have. Yeah, I have. Yeah, it is. I mean, it's sad. I mean, it can be a lot of different reasons, Glacier, but yeah, there's a lot of it. Yeah, tailoring your beard. Yes, getting a beard trimmer and getting your beard. But like, if you're gonna have a beard, okay, make sure that you're going to your jawline. What you want to do? You want to do this. You want to do this. You want to have this and do kind of like. Kind of open up your mouth so that's where your jawline is, and then that's where you buzz on everything lower than your beard. Okay, so you can keep everything nice and short and tight. You know, there it is. Makeup tips. I only know makeup tips for hiding black eyes from jujitsu, Helen. So I don't know. Yeah, yeah. So thank you guys. Okay. Anyway, that's my content. Okay. All right, guys. We're back to talking about Jubilee. Dave Rubin's on Surrounded. Let's react to it. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you. Here it is. Easy here, right? This guy's try-harding. His knot is a little not the right size here, but it's okay. And he doesn't have a dent in his tie. It's okay.
Dave Rubin.
But Dave's keeping it simple, dude. Just follow Dave. Dave is actually way better dressed than this guy because he actually has a tailored blazer here, and he has just a blank white tee, dude. I'm telling you, like, no patterns, don't make it hard on yourself. Solid colors, black or white for shirts. That's it. If you actually want to know what I wear, it's white button-up t-shirts and black t-shirts. So white button-ups, right? White button-up t-shirts. So because then I can wear it with jeans, I can wear it with a bunch of other things, white button-up shirts, but then black t-shirts. So they don't have they're blank. They don't have any logos. They can be worn by themselves. They can be worn with this. I keep it super easy. I just keep it super easy. I don't know if I would even go up on this one. I think it's kind of weird. I mean, the idea of, because like, what is wokeism? I think that it's just like this boogeyman term where it's like, what does it actually mean? But in general, the idea of that, like, wokeism has ever threatened the sanctity of of an election, or tried to change an election result, or tried to you know what I mean? Like there's no, like, the fact that like trans people exist is somehow worse for the country than Trump trying to steal an election. Like how could that possibly make sense? You know, I mean, obviously he doesn't see it like that, but geez, man.
It's interesting that you think
Dave Rubin is going to define wokeism as the like BLM riots. He's going to define wokeism as he's going to say like every single, I mean, what would be the positive claim? Like that is the strongest claim that he is talking about. It has to, yeah. BLM riots. What would be the other things that he's talking about? I don't even know. It'd be interesting to see what it's cancel culture. Yeah. Oh, I wonder if he would include the pandemic in this, and basically having all of those people that lost their life because of it. Trans people for sure. Riots. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Like how could anything that is culturally, like, they're debating whether or not Trump had the impact of an Iran nuclear deal. Whether or not he did or not is kind of like up to them to decide and debate. But like, has anything in regards to cultural Marxism ever even come close to being debatable on whether or not a nuclear warhead has been made or manufactured? Like, you know what I mean? How he's debating this, and Dave Rubin has like this idea of how he sees the world, but it's no debate that like civil rights has even in the most black-pilled version of history hasn't done as much damage as a nuclear weapon, right? I mean, it's so wild to me. They constantly have to absolve Trump from any potential problems, any negligence, any bad things in order to have this worldview. How could trans people and giving them rights have ever hurt the United States in terms of like constitutionality, wars, like the economic value that the policies have caused, the problems that they have caused, like that Trump has caused? Like it's just the only way that it makes sense is if he doesn't think that Trump has ever done anything bad, and basically that trans people are somehow degenerate. Like that has to be it. May 6th, 2026, the White House releases its new counter. Oh yeah, I saw that. Yeah, the dangerous leftist media personalities and stuff. Expression is the greatest weapon against conformity, and fascism relies on conformity. Exactly, brother. Exactly, man. Like it's all about subservience to Trump and exactly what he says, you know, and that's why they go after academia, because academia is challenging the ability for Trump to create this false narrative, right? We can't have academics being out there saying crazy things like Trump is bad on economics and giving economic data for people, you know, like, so they go after that, for example, through the Bureau of Labor Statistics, and the BLS puts out phony data now. It relies on state controlled, propaganda. What is that? What is he talking about? Less than, taking away Let's see. Oh, it's a greater than. It's let's see, 1 second. Let's see. This, here we go. Greater Than campaign. On January 27th, 2026, a coalition of 47 anti-LGBTQ organizations launched a new campaign to end marriage equality. Their goal is to overturn Obergefell, the 2015 court case that granted freedom for all people to marry in the United States. Many of the organizations and spokespeople involved in this campaign have lengthy history of targeting the rights of LGBTQ Americans and a robust current history of targeting transgender people specifically. I mean, this is wild because in that decision, it was like even Clarence Thomas was talking about how, and he was saying this is a good thing, that you could actually target the anti-discriminatory laws that allowed interracial marriage. So which he himself is in one. So it's very odd. These guys are very, very deep, man. Like how willing they are to just cut and run from the entirety of society is pretty wild to me. Now we're watching the Dave Rubin on here. I mean, that's crazy that the most disgusting thing that you ever seen. Like, how could that possibly be true? Like, how could, even in his mind, going against God, right? Like the most degenerate thing that God could do. How is that? How could not war footage or something like that? How could that not be worse than two gay people having a kid? Do you know what I mean? Like just the amount of, in his mind, the amount of suffering surely with the war is more. So surely someone it's worse than that. Ghostbusters, anyone with self-respect wouldn't be friends with someone that says something like that about your life, for sure. And I mean, calls what you do degenerate, and Rubin's obviously downplaying how he feels about it. But also it could be the opposite, where he knows, Dave Rubin knows that, and in his mind he's thinking, well, he doesn't actually believe, by Michael Knowles coming to my house and having dinner with me, he doesn't actually believe that two men being married is the worst thing in the world. Because here he is being my friend, right? So I think it's that. I think that Rubin's trying to say that he's a hypocrite in this area. He's saying that it's not bad. He's literally here with me, and Michael Knowles is the hypocrite, not me. Right?